These are quotes on forgiveness where it says, forgiveness then is an illusion. And it's important we understand that about forgiveness. I think sometimes we throw these thoughts out there and you go, what? An illusion? Well, but I thought things that are illusions are bad things. No, as the Course will say, we do, as long as we abide in this world, we have to make this world that is not our home, we have to move it to a happy dream, it says. Instead of the nightmare that it has been for most of us, we need to move that to the happy dream before God can take that final step. We can't just go from nightmare to peace. We wouldn't accept it, frankly. We would think something was being taken away from us. So we need to be willing to focus on the truth whereby this makes sense to us. So that's why we have, as the Course will say, better illusions. It says a miracle is a better illusion, still part of the illusion. And forgiveness is an illusion. Healing is an illusion. Salvation is an illusion. If we knew who we were, if we knew that eternal connection to the truth abiding within us always, if we knew that, we wouldn't need a miracle. You wouldn't need forgiveness. You wouldn't need healing. You wouldn't need salvation. You would know who and what you are now. But you don't. You and I don't. We still see separation. So forgiveness then is an illusion. But because of its purpose, which is the Holy Spirit's purpose, it has one difference. Unlike all other illusions, it leads away from error and not towards it. Wow. That's a pretty powerful truth. The illusions that the Holy Spirit offers you to use, like forgiveness and a miracle, they lead you away from error and not towards it. Forgiveness thus can undo fear, what fear has produced inside of us in this world. It returns the mind to the awareness of God. For this reason, forgiveness can truly be called salvation. It is the means by which illusions disappear. How beautiful are those? Forgiveness is the greatest need of this world. That's because it's a world of illusion, so we need this better illusion. Those who forgive are thus releasing themselves from illusions, while those who would withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. As you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself. There's a lot of condemnation going on in our world right now. There's a lot of projection of attack and anger as the way to go. Make everybody afraid. That's what keeps the world going. And it does keep the world of chaos going around and around and around. But when people are attacking, they're attacking themselves. When they are fearful, they feel unworthy. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. Forgiveness is a sign of unity, and finally, a sign of strength. And that's what we are here to do. So let's go on to the next slide where it says forgiveness is really a better illusion. It's an illusion, just a better one. And it can lift us to the truth. You can't just say the world, and this is what everybody loves to do, it's just an illusion. You know, that's a big thing. A lot of students just go, the world's an illusion. Just ignore its, we can't do that. You can't ignore its consequences while you participate in it, because the consequences may not affect you today, but they might affect you tomorrow in another way. Just like you might say, well, I'm a U.S. citizen. What difference does it make? These people who are frightened, they shouldn't be here. Every president since Dwight D. Eisenhower down, who had to deal with a lot of these immigration issues, have said, the immigrant is what makes our country strong. As a matter of fact, Ronald Reagan said, if we do not welcome the immigrant, we will perish as a superpower. We need to find paths to citizenship. We can't just use immigration as a point of anger and fear and hate and attack. It shouldn't be a political baseball or volleyball or basketball. I don't know what. It's a game. Shouldn't be one of those. It should be something that we work hard to solve. You can't just deport people and think your problem's over. Just like if you can't, if a child's breaking things in the house with their baseball, just taking the baseball away from them isn't going to stop things from being broken. They'll just figure something else out. I always thought it was ironic when people would say, I just tell my child out of bounds. I don't tell them no, because no is not a good word. So I tell them out of bounds. Oh, I'm sorry. Your child thinks out of bounds. If I shouldn't do that because it's out of bounds, that means no. So you can't just use fancy words thinking you'll get out of it by just using fancy words or different words that mean the same thing. You've got to heal the problem.